Working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week is something few of us would probably be able to accept in a job interview anymore. We work fewer hours and fewer days. We have more time for our children, fun and relaxation. Thanks to new technology, we are able to get more work done in less time, increasing our productivity. But what would you say to working one less day? Would you like that? Welcome to the Invest with Jiri channel, where I cover everything about handling money, how to make, keep and invest money for retirement. Today I'm going to look at the issue of working hours. I'd like to walk you through the major historic milestones when working hours were debated, how they've evolved over the years and who was responsible for the changes. What's wrong with a 5-day week? It's simply outdated and a relic of a bygone era, like the horse-drawn carriage and the telegraph. The 5-day week is obsolete, yet it persists because it's mistakenly believed to be optimal for the economy. It isn't. The 4-day workweek has proven capable of achieving equal if not greater output and improving the lives of individuals, families and entire communities. How long have we worked in the past? Throughout history, people have worked different numbers of hours depending on the era and location. During the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century, standard working hours were around 12 to 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. Average working hours gradually decreased due to the 19th century trade union movement and legislative measures to today's standard of 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which led to the invention of the weekend. Economist John M. Keynes predicted in 1930 that technological changes and improvements in productivity would allow a work week of only 15 hours. Other well-known figures who predicted continued reductions in working hours include Benjamin Franklin, Karl Marx, John S. Mill, and George B. Shaw. In 1956, Richard Nixon promised Americans that they would only have to work 4 days in the not-too-distant future. What variations of the 4-day workweek can companies use? In some variants, Friday becomes a permanent non-working day, giving employees 3 consecutive days off at the weekend. Some workplaces split the day off between Monday and Friday. Sometimes a day off is added in the middle of the week, such as Wednesday, allowing for a midweek break. In some cases, the day off may vary from week to week, depending on the company's current goals and workload. What technologies help people to increase the efficiency and the ability to work less for the same pay? Cloud technologies allow easy access to data from different devices and locations. Collaborative tools, for example Google Docs, allow to collaborate on documents in real time without having to spend time sending documents. Automation. Using tools and software, you can reduce manual work and increase efficiency. For example, many repetitive tasks can be automated using tools such as robotic process automation, RPA. Remote working. It allows people to work from home or another location, reducing commuting costs and increasing flexibility. Artificial intelligence can help solve complex tasks and process large amounts of data faster and more efficiently. Why fight for the introduction of a 4-day working week? I see advantages on both sides, both for employees and for employers. A 4-day week may mean lower costs for employers, which means they might be willing to give employees the same pay for fewer hours of work. It would also give them time to pursue hobbies, spend more time with family and get more sleep. I believe this will subsequently lead to greater productivity as employees will feel more rested and motivated. Employee benefits in a nutshell. Improved work-life balance. A shorter work week allows employees to spend more time with family, hobbies and volunteering, which increases their overall job and life satisfaction. Reduced stress and burnout. A shorter work week reduces workload and stress, leading to higher employee satisfaction and performance. Increased productivity and creativity. A shorter work week leads to improved concentration, rest and motivation, which can increase employee productivity and creativity. Ability to spend more time on personal activities. A shorter work week allows employees to spend more time on their personal interests and activities, which can lead to better health and overall well-being. Benefits for employers. Increased employee productivity and motivation. A shorter working week can increase employee motivation and performance, which can lead to improved productivity and profitability of the business. Reduced turnover and lower recruitment costs. A shorter working week can reduce employee turnover, which can reduce the cost of recruiting and training new employees. Improve health and general well-being of employees. A shorter work week can lead to improved health and general well-being of employees, which can reduce healthcare costs and absenteeism. While a 4-day working week can be very appealing to many people, there are also some potential drawbacks. High work pace. Some people may be under more pressure to complete their work in less time, which can lead to an increased work pace and more stress. Longer work days. Although employees work fewer days per week, they may need to work longer days to accomplish the same amount of work. Need to adapt. Some workers may find it difficult to adjust to a new work schedule, especially if they have commitments outside of work. Low pay. Some employers may reduce the pay of the workers who work shorter weeks. Less time for social life. If all your friends and family are on a traditional work schedule, it can be harder to find time to meet and socialize. Which countries operate a 4-day work week? There aren't that many, but the numbers keep growing. United Kingdom 61 companies with around 2,900 employees, USA and Canada 38 companies, Australia and New Zealand 20 companies, Ireland 17 companies, and many other countries have ongoing programs to encourage companies to adopt a 4-day working week. There are many studies that look at the 4-day working week. A 2015 study by the Icelandic government looked at the introduction of a shorter working week in Ireland and its impact on productivity, health and employee satisfaction. A 2018 study by Perpetual Guardian that introduced a 4-day work week in New Zealand and assessed its effects on productivity, satisfaction and work-life balance. A study by Microsoft in Japan, which introduced a 4-day work week in 2019 and found that employee productivity increased by 40%. A study by Shake Shack, which implemented a 4-day work week for its US employees in 2020 and found that employees were more productive and happier. A study by 4-Day Week Global, an organization dedicated to exploring the impact of a shortened work week on employee productivity and health and promoting its implementation globally. How long before we see the introduction of a 4-day working week across the planet? That's a tough question. It depends on many factors such as the economic situation, cultural differences and the political situation of each country. However, we can see that various initiatives and studies are appearing all over the world to prove the benefits of a shorter working week. Personally, I wish that people could work less all over the world, but frankly, that's utopian. Some nations have always benefited at the expense of others. It may be quite difficult to unify the 4-day working day globally. In Asian countries, even today, some places work more than 60 hours per week and they work on Saturdays or Sundays. Similarly, some countries in Africa have longer working hours than are common in the US or EU. How to introduce a shortened working week as quickly as possible? If each of us reaches out to our employer, it will have a radical impact on the whole society. Would an employer be willing to introduce a 4-day working week in a company? What does he say about the mutual benefits of such a change? And how does he or she view your specific suggestions for working in a more organized way and achieving results in less time? Thanks so much for watching to the end of the video. I look forward to seeing you next time and wish you much success in your negotiations. Take care!